What's going on, guys? It's Paper, cut to you, and we're going to be looking at the QUANTIPLASM today. This is going to be a more in-depth look. I wanted to do some testing in regards to a shotgun. When it dropped for me in the raid, I was pretty excited. The perks on it just seemed like they were going to be godly, so I wanted to test some of these things out. In particular, Running Interference, which is a perk that complements the Battle Runner perk. So it's supposed to grant you some extra armor on your build whenever it's activated. And it also has a second perk where it does extra damage versus Fallen, so that's more of a PvE thing, but it's also supposed to grant you bonus agility, and I thought maybe this would stack with the Battle Runner and the Running Interference in a cool way, and that's pretty much how I got started here to test this out. I tried a bunch of stuff, I'll be honest with you. We tried different armor builds. We also tried using different artifacts like the Memory of Fellwinters to add a little bit extra health, and it does actually make a difference. If you compare the two health bars, it's a sliver, but it can make a difference. And that seems to be the motto that is behind the QUANTIPLASM, is that it might help you. It's going to be very specific if it does, based on your class as well as your build on your tree, as well as some armor pieces, because there is a way to boost yourself over 200 hit points with a couple of classes. So if you add something like this, it'll let you live past the last word, which does 50 to the chest. It can also help you in small scenarios where you're getting chased by skip grenades. It can also help you with splash damage. So you can see how the QUANTIPLASM can come into play in PvP. However, most of the scenarios that it will come into are going to be very few and in between and very specific. If you're somebody that's teetering on reaching 200 hit points, then maybe you want to equip this and you will live through the last word. But again, if they're going to be getting one headshot off you, it's totally going to negate that extra shot they were even going for in your chest. It's just too specific to be good. Now, the second perk I was talking about had to do with increased agility. I thought maybe it would make you faster with the QUANTIPLASM than with regular Battle Runner, but after testing it out, it really wasn't the case. Let me just show you guys something here. This is just going to be the walking speed with Battle Runner active, so you can see how fast it makes you go. However, are you going to go faster than somebody else using Battle Runner with a different shotgun? No. It's really going to be the same thing. You're going to see that he's not really pulling away from me. I'm not really catching up. It seems to just be the exact same. One thing to point out about this shotgun, if the perks that make it unique don't really have an effect in PvP, do you really want to use it? Because you're going to notice if you back up this clip, the handling on this thing is absolutely horrid. It's one of the worst. It's also a very low rate of fire shotgun. A lot of people are moving away from this. A lot of people are using full auto because then it lets you have a follow-up shot. It also makes double kills like this so much easier. You're just not going to get that with the QUANTIPLASM. It has one of the worst equip speeds. It has a horrible rate of fire with nothing you can do about it. You're better off just playing in the Crucible and waiting for some of these rolls to pop up, because let me tell you, there is a lot of great shotguns coming out of the Crucible right now. So my closing thoughts on this weapon are that if its unique perks are not particularly good, because they're very specific to builds. If they're going to give you one extra shot, it may give you that extra skip grenade here, a little splash damage there, but overall there's really going to be very little use for this perk. So I'm going to say that this shotgun is actually bad. In PvE, however, I can see this shotgun being particularly useful because it does give you extra damage versus Fallen. It also gives you probably a lot of chances to live there because a lot of the enemies hit really weak, so you do usually have like slivers of health. So I can see how it's good there. But otherwise, I'd probably stay away from this shotgun because there may be something a little bit more to your liking. But that's it for me, guys. I'm Paper, cut to you, and I'll see you guys next time.